Welcome everybody. So it's Monday, there's a bit of momentum on the markets, but first of all, let's look at the following pairs. So we're going to start with the DXY. So what can we see? We can see that since last week, leaving on to Friday NFP and today Monday, there has been some bullish momentum. We've closed above this structure. We've also closed above the main trend line. However, there is 2 points of interest. If we go to the 4-hour time frame, we can see that price is just spiking just a little bit above the third trend line. Normally at a third trend line, there is some form of a stop hunt or manipulation. If we zoom into the 1-hour time frame, looking at market structure, what can we see? We can see that price following momentum is now slowing down. What that means is price is compressing either into a wedge or a channel, meaning there's a potential reversal on the cards. So if we just map out some sort of a pattern, we can actually see a running channel. If we now connect everything, we've got 1 tap, 2 tap. I'm now expecting one more short-term drop and a decline following a potential 3rd tap of either this channel or a fake out just a little bit above and a close back inside. So a few scenarios is on the cards for DXY. So either a reversal from this 3rd tap, where we could expect some nice momentum from the sellers, catch a retest and a continuation to the downside to at least the outer structure of the main pattern. If we map out the first relevant point of interest, some unfilled orders here to the left, we could expect price to decline to minimum 89.89. So this is plan A. Plan B would be a stop hunt of the channel to touch the unfilled orders and repeat the same process on the outer structure. So that's plan A and plan B for the DXY. To the outer structure over here. So DXY is looking really interesting right now. I really do like the compressing bearish pattern outside of the 3rd tab of this channel. So I'm watching dollar very closely. Next on gold. Okay, with gold, this is something that's been on my radar for many weeks now. We go to the daily time frame. What can we actually see? We can see that price has finally approached the outer structure of the pattern, which is in confluence with a potential 3rd tap of this liquidity, which was the main demand level that broke the previous highs. As you can see, this level here took out these highs, made a long move to the upside, and anything in between is just a complex correction, whether it's making higher highs and higher lows. Eventually this level needs to be retested eventually. And what can we see? We can actually see lovely compression and a big squeeze here to the downside, meaning there's a big chance for a big rally to take out the start of this channel to at least minimum this outer structure here. So gold is looking really interesting for a long, which is in confluence with DXY shorts. We zoom into the 4-hour time frame, we can get a clearer picture. We can see that price is now at the outer structure of this pattern. It's formed another pattern within the pattern. There's lots of information and activity occurring right now on gold. So what I'm expecting is a reversal of somewhere within this level. We do have a double bottom, which is perfect. Get some form of a reversal, strong momentum to the upside, and just look for the same fractals to the downside. Get some equal lows, 1, 2, and a stop hunt, and then finally a rally to the upside. So gold is looking really interested as well for a potential reversal. So this is gold. Next on the list is dollar CAD. Dollar CAD, not really many trades for me. I'm just going to do a small review on the trade that I took recently on dollar CAD. So with dollar CAD, what can we see? We can see that price was within this expanding pattern. Right now is in the middle of no man's land, but in terms of the entry, I saw a pretty decent entry here. As you can see, we see the equal highs. I'm always looking for equal highs. Also further to the left, there were some equal highs. Well, what's above it is what's important. We can see 1 tap, 2 tap, and then a potential third tap. Look to the left, there's some unfilled liquidity here. Momentum, it failed to retest, unfilled liquidity. Stop loss was just above the main structure of the liquidity. I entered that position and I took profit at take profit 1, which was this level here, and then it actually reversed and it continued to drop on that Friday. You know, I could still be in this, but I'm not, you know, I wasn't feeling it holding a trade on a, let me just take this off, holding a trade throughout Friday and NFP. I caught the NFP spike, banked a nice amount of profit there. Let me just delete this. So that was a good little trade. 6 odd trades in what, 1, 2, 3, in 2 hours. A 6 odd trade in 2 hours, I cannot complain. What a fantastic trade. So what am I expecting next with dollar CAD? This is a pattern that needs to be updated. As you can see, nothing's really happening right now. So this is irrelevant. I need to wait for price action to really develop to find a potential entry. So right now I do have these 2 levels with unmarked liquidity. This I can now remove. What I can do, however, is update this level here since it's already been filled. Let me just tidy this up. It's all about cleaning your charts, making it really tidy. Already I've taken out lots of that information. This I will remove temporarily because I need to journal this and place it on my journal afterwards. So let me just hide this. This now becomes really irrelevant when this is real. So right now the most important piece of information is some form of a potential stop hunt of this double top, catch some form of liquidity, and look to the left for a humble take profit 1. So this is the game plan for dollar CAD. But for now, you know, the trade is in the middle of structure. I don't really like taking trades in the middle. I do like taking trades that's on the edge. As you can see, it's on the edge of the trend line, meaning there's a higher probability. So that's dollar CAD. Next on the list is Euro USD. Again, it's in confluence with DXY. We can see that price has now done a stop hunt of the channel, which was something I forecasted within this level. It did actually come to the level, spiked a little bit below. In terms of an entry, right now it's too soon to forecast, so let me just make this in white. So with Euro USD, again, just have to remain really patient. I do like the compression. I'm going to wait for some form of a strong rally to the upside and then just catch some form of a retest, equal lows, and a continuation to the upside to minimum the outer structure. Vice versa with DXY, which should be in confluence with some unfilled orders up here. So this is Euro USD. Euro Pound is looking really interesting. This is probably my favorite pair. Just to summarize, you guys who've missed the recent webinars, this is a trade I've been forecasting for a long time. So we do have some equal lows. Price has broken below and it's formed endless counters of daily compression to the downside. This swing low has been taken out. Liquidity has been filled from the left side. So I'm expecting a strong rally to at least minimum this main high. The reason I'm talking about this high is because this was the swing high that took out the previous low. So I know that price is likely to come back up here and most likely just a little bit higher, as I'm sure there'll be a stop hunt above this high. So this is the game plan for Euro Pound. So now I need to look for an entry. What can we see? We can see that price has made a strong rally to the upside, took out the previous highs, and now there is compression on the right. So we go to the 1 hour time frame. What can we see? Everything's looking a lot clearer. We do have some equal lows. I was expecting a reversal from this level. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm still going to remain patient because I know that these orders are going to be filled eventually. So I've got plan A and then plan B just a little bit below. So what am I expecting? I'm expecting a rejection from either level. Once we get a rejection, some form of a high that gets taken out, look for some equal lows and look for a level that took out the previous high. So I'll be looking at something like this. So once this fractal occurs, either Up here on this level remains to be seen. I just need to remain patient. So I just need to see how price reacts from these two levels. So these two levels are looking really, really interesting. So this is euro pound, and we can look to take this trade to at least this level here, 0.877 as a take profit 1. And yes, we do have a long way to go to the main take profit up to 0.800. So euro pound is looking really, really sharp. This trend line, you know, you can update the structure now. Not really liking, it doesn't make sense. Actually, here we go. There we go. So we can get maybe one more stop hunt, take out these highs, these lows, and then get a reversal from here. So for now, euro pound for take profit 1 is looking really, really clean. Just have to remain patient, really. So this is euro pound. Next on the list is cable. So cable, again, another clean structure. We can see that price spiked above 1.40, wasn't really too convincing, hence why price broke right back down, formed some bearish structure, breaking new lows. So I'm definitely expecting some form of a continuation to the downside. If we go to the 1 hour time frame, what can we see? We can see that price has now formed a pattern. Let me just remove this. We can see there's a bit of a pattern here. It's a bearish pattern. However, I'm expecting a stop hunt of some equal highs that I can see there, and then a continuation to at least take profit 1 to the outer structure. So again, we do have the equal highs. So one more stop hunt of cable, and I'll be looking to get involved. You can dash in the fib, and it'll be in confluence with at least a 50%. So I'll be looking at a short-term position on cable. Depending how price reacts from the fib extension, then I could hold this trade or come out. So if we go to the 4 hour time frame, it's in confluence with a third tap, but I am expecting way further downside. So once we do have a break to the downside, or even some form of a pattern here that forms, then I'll be looking to get involved and just catch the retest, continuation to the downside to take out these lows over here. So this is the game plan for cables, looking really sharp, really, really interesting right now. So that's it for today, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.